Good morning, everyone. Oop, little wibble wobble. Look at that morning hair. Some bedhead. It's really humid here, so my hair poofed up after after taking a shower. The way it dried, it was poof. How's everyone doing today? We're gonna do a little bit of playing with some more dirt. As I mentioned last night, I've got the Banshee mining dirt here, and we finished up the Vendetta prospecting, and I did go play with the dirt more and found one more piece of gold I missed last night. One more little piece. So we're gonna move right on to playing with the Banshee dirt today. And that one has some little gems and silver and different things in it, so I'll start getting to that in just a moment. I actually want to add, maybe I should add a tag for Banshee mining here. But big exciting news. So last night I showed my YouTube studio and we were talking about the hours I had, and I went and popped over really quick to the page to show my hours, and it said something new that had popped up. I was like, oh, what's that? I was like, does that mean I got something? And sure enough, I did. I got early access to the YouTube Partner Program, so super excited about that. Hi, Mom. Good morning. And hello, Jeff. And George. But yeah, so I just finished playing for that, was sitting there reading through that all morning. And it's not the full monetized thing for the videos, but it'll allow us to do channel memberships and super chats. I don't know if I'll turn on the super chats yet. Probably will if it lets me, but I applied. We'll see how it goes. It says it can take up to a month to process the application. And by then we should have the full 4,000 hours anyway, and hopefully get into the full program. So basically got to get a little jump start on the application process. Hey there, Margaret. How you doing? Morning. All right, well, let's play with some rocks and some, well, not my coffee. I'm not gonna play with the coffee. We're gonna drink the coffee. But I was playing with the gold here last night, and I'll just reweigh it with the other stuff I found. So even with that extra little piece I found, the weight didn't change, it seems. But I found one more little piece last night that didn't make it into the tray. But must not have been a big piece. Okay. Put that Vendetta dirt away for now. We're not gonna need the snuffer bottle or the scale or water right now. I'm not gonna actually pan anything. We're gonna just... Oh, I didn't look for it again. I know it's somewhere sitting around here. I had it within the last couple days. This one, oh, there's a coin in there too. Must be like a wheatback penny. There's some little gemmy bits in this too. I think some opals. I saw some silver. So I'm gonna pick through this one. A little crystal there. Something there. Yeah. Banshee mining. Got some stickers in there too. Cool sticker. Oh, let me pull this up. See the chat a little easier there. Oh, this thing is, I ripped it at the heat seal, but it didn't actually open for me. All right, scissors it is. Come on. And a polished stone? Hmm. $1958D, 1958 Denver, wheatback. We'll get the see if I see any airs on there. They had plenty of airs back then. I don't see any doubling. It's a bit worn. I'll have to double check with the microscope, but no noticeable airs. I got a big old pile of these to add that to. We got a lot of wheatback pennies. Okay. Got a cut back, need more water. Yeah, see, if you're gonna drink coffee, you should still drink lots of water too. I may drink soda and coffee, but we drink a ton of water. We also walk the dogs a lot and exercise a lot. Sorry, I'm trying not to yell because I don't have the microphone in today, and I'm right up next to the mic, and I know that can be loud. Oh man, there's some really cool stones in there. Is that red? That looks like something red. Oh, there's more coins. Oh, there's some copper. Oh, there's some silver. More coins. More silver. More copper. I just saw a chunk of gold, I think. Oh man. There's some stuff in this bag. Okay, we got a few pennies. And some raw copper. I feel like you're copper in the rough. We'll rinse that off just to make sure nothing's stuck to it. Looks like an older one. Yep, 48. 56. 1919. I got a few of those. I think that was one of the more common years. That was the older mint, but yeah, 1919, that's a really good year. It's a nice old one. 1953. Oop. Yeah, this one's fairly good condition. 1926. Oh, that's a pretty good condition for a 26. And we'll have to look close because I think the 26 has common air or misstrike. I'll have to look. Is that the Liberty one? I've got a whole list. We got a list of what to look for on each of the years of all the coins. It's a big list. Yeah, definitely a nice bag. So we're gonna do just all the stones I want to look through like this. I'm just gonna put this other pan. Oh, there's definitely stuff in there too. I'll have to pick through later. Wow. This bag's gonna take a little longer than I expected. A little dust dirt in my coffee, it's okay. Vitamins and minerals. Yum, 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 yum. Just hold my breath a little there. Is that blue calcite? I don't think that's fluorite. I think that's blue calcite. What? Funky. Is it a little tiny limb cast or an actual branch? Or, nope. Give me a little focus. Almost looked like a tiny limb cast fossil. Which is a tiny tree branch fossil. Obsidian. And yeah, all sorts of little things as well. Let's put all that in our little bin here. Detach this. Clean that out. Yep. And yeah, see what we got here. Good morning, Mia. How are you doing today? We're just playing with some dirt from Banshee mining. Julie over there sent over some really fun dirt. Ooh, look at that. Look at that crystalline silver. Oh, hold on. Look at that little piece of silver. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love silver. That's pretty. So let's see. I need a little tray for the silver. Do that tray for some other things. Lower the camera down a little bit here. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. There we go. We can look through these together. Hey, what's up, Jeremiah? Playing with some dirt here. Got some dirt from Banshee mining. And we're just pulling some goodies out of it. Just pulled this little piece of crystalline silver out. Love some silver. So there's a chunk of copper. Let's see, we got, I don't know about fire agate. There's definitely all sorts of things. There's some pyrite. Little chunk of fool's gold. All sorts of little gemmy bits. I'm pretty sure this is a blue calcite. I don't know if it's dyed or naturally blue. I think there's a blue calcite that's natural, right? We'll definitely find out, Jeremiah. We just barely sifted it out, and here's the rest of the bag. Lots of little things in there to sift through still. There's definitely a couple little opals, some little pieces of gold, copper, silver, pyrite. Is this chrysocolla? Nope. Oh, it's more. Huh, what is this? Interesting. Good morning. How you doing, Sarah? Welcome in. We're just playing with a little kind of paydirt. Not kind of. It is a paydirt bag here from Banshee Mining. Is that a tourmaline crystal? Well, broken piece of a tourmaline, I think. Very solid one, too. That might be facet grade. Got here a little piece of tumbled obsidian, maybe. Oop, grab that back out. Grab that little crystal. Is that little jasper? Oh, sorry, hold on. My tripod is like... it's teetering on the edge of a little box here, and I didn't realize it was kind of wiggling. That looks like glass. Huh. Tumbled quartz glass? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's so tiny. Look, little tiger's eye. Right? It kind of looks like a little piece of tiger's eye. Or just a little lined jasper. Lots of tiny things. Oh, that's an opal. I think. It felt really light, and I thought I saw a shimmer in it. Or some sort of other stone that has, look, there's like a blue shimmer, kind of like moonstone. See that there? I wonder what that is. Interesting. Pick out the rest of these little gemmy bits and then get it wet. Looks like a little piece of carnelian. Fire opal, not fire agate. Little piece of like Oregon fire opal. A little bit of the orange stuff. Oh, you slippery little jasper. Huh. Think it's real citrine? Is that green or yellow? Can't quite tell. It might actually be green. It's more of a lime green peridot, isn't it? Oh, it is yellow? Okay. Hard to tell with my two crappy lights on it, too. Interesting. It looks like quartz, dyed quartz, but more of that blue stuff. Maybe I have to ask her if there's like blue calcite she puts in here or something. That little chunk of quartz. Oh, I need a break for some coffee. Anyway, for those who joined, we're just playing with a little Paydirt right now. I'm not gonna actually pan it all out right now, but a little something from Banshee mining. But the big exciting news was I got to apply this morning for the YouTube partner thing early, so it's not the full monetization for like videos and such, but it will allow me to do channel memberships. So I'll probably do like a whatever, like what is it, $1 or $2 a month membership thing where there'll be like maybe exclusive videos and sales and auctions and stuff for members only. I don't know. Be fun, but I'm excited that they finally let me apply for that, because by the time it goes through, I might have the 4,000 hours to get the full membership, and it's kind of just going to expedite the whole thing. But yay, exciting. Cheers, coffee. Oh yeah, I never even checked. My sound is, I assume, not going through. Okay, sorry. I have a little microphone. My headset's sitting to the side, and I want to make sure it wasn't like weirdly connected through the Bluetooth and being quiet through that or something. It's definitely happened, but no one said anything. What is this? Oh, it turned off my light. I was like, why is it so dark? Focus for me? Oh, come on. Hey, what's up, Al Gold? Oh, super tiny piece of turquoise. Might be an itty bitty piece of turquoise. Al, we're sitting here playing with some Banshee mining dirt. I've just been picking out some goodies from the dirt before we pan the big bag of dirt, or the big pan. I'll have to pick more stuff out of there. I'm probably not going to pan it out on the live. Haven't even had breakfast yet, just having my coffee, but wanted to play with some of this stuff. We'll get the microscope out later and I'll take some pictures of this. Some nice macro microscope shots, because they do limit the YouTube live for me here. It's still, I think, what, 720 max? Sometimes when we're live it's less. But I could do little like 4K macro shots of this later. Nope, that doesn't help, does it? Just kidding. Tried to use the magnifying glass. That's not really a help. Okay, we'll keep picking through this. See what we got. More copper. An interesting little stone. Lots of little tumbles. I like to take all these little tumbles and put them in a little jar. Got lots of little jars of tumbles that come from Paydyrts. And calcite. Ooh, you know what I didn't do? Let's check this in the blacklight before I separate everything. Calcite glows actually a little. It's not picking up as much on camera. There we go. Oh, what's that? Oh, hello. You're really bright. So what was that little bright thing I pulled out? I don't know why my camera looks like junk today. I feel like it looks all... It's not focusing right. Does turquoise glow in the UV? What is that? That one really popped. I don't know what it is though. It's like a tan, light touch of blue, blue-green, sea foam. And then this really popped, which looks like a piece of opal. Hey, Slim. And a little piece of crystal opal there. No color flash, but that's what was popping in the UV. We're just doing some more Paydirt here, Slim. I'm going through the Banshee mining, a Banshee bag. Just picking out all the gold, copper, silver, and little gemstones out of here. Oh, calcite. Little jasper looking thing. Bunch of these chunks of mica, schist. Could be little tiny garnets in there. A little nice schist. Or sorry, gneiss. I forgot I was saying gneiss. I know it's nice, but we're saying gneiss. Because it's spelled G-N-E-I-S-S. E-I-I-E. E-I. E-I-E-I-O. Oh, what are you? Ooh, LXR in the house. What's up, LXR? How you doing, buddy? What is this? That looks like a ruby. Is this a little rough ruby? What? Pink tourmaline? You think it's a pink-purple tourmaline? Oh, let's throw it under the UV. That's a ruby, my friends. Ruby red. It's funny because ruby red comes from the, like, it's definitely the color under UV is ruby red. But in the normal light, it's not what we would actually call ruby red. But that is a ruby. Sweet. Very cool. Ugh. This Banshee bag just keeps getting better and better. Alright, I need to go really quickly change the description. Because it just says coffee and gold, and it doesn't say Banshee anywhere in here, and I want it to. Since I'm playing with her dirt here, and we're showing it off. Okay. And updated. Perfect. All right. Now we got Banshee tagged in here, as well as listed in the title. And we'll keep picking on through. Is that another one? That's another one. Look, there's another ruby. Another little ruby. Give me a little focus there. Thanks. I'll take just, you know, one more bit of focus if you got it. Thanks. With the side order of better focus. Look at that little thing. Oh, I love the little rubies. All the ones I have are locked up in host and not free rubies like this. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Those two little ones, I don't know. Make tiny facets. Well, some for earrings, I don't even know. Wait a sec, that's not a chunk. What is this? I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a corner of not quite amethyst. Maybe a kind of amethyst. Huh. Little corner piece of a crystal there. Oh, I gotta pull the chat back up on the other one. Got the one kit. Oh, you got one in the kit you got today. Oh, nice. About to tear apart an AC to get the motor for your cab machine. Nice. Some quartzite? Something. Flashy little piece. Some pulled apart stuff. I want you. And then you. That's tourmaline right there. There's a tourmaline. Little chunk of tourmaline scoral you can see right there. See the lines? That's a little tourmaline. Oh, hold on. Dropped it. Light the tourmaline up with the UV. Oh, sorry, I'll do it off camera. Yeah, nothing, it's black. Turn off the light and show you, but... Ugh. Yeah. tourmaline is nothing in the UV. Some of the more transparent ones I've seen, I think like a... Oh, flashlight through check. Yeah, this one's not transparent really either. I'm holding it up to the light without adjusting my camera. Yeah, I'm holding it up to the light over there and there's nothing. There are tourmalines that are more transparent though. There's so many different kinds of tourmalines. What is this? A little tumbled piece of something. Looked like it had iridescence. Huh. The tiniest piece of fire agate? It's got some weird little iridescence in there. Look at that. Huh, what is that? That's kind of green, isn't it? That could be a worn down peridot or garnet, actually. That could be a water-worn garnet or peridot of some sort. Tumbled green garnet. Anthracite? Coal? Oh, no. This is... Oh, help me here. No, not kyanite. No, Oh, what do you call this one? It's the black blades. It comes in thin black blades. I've got a few pieces of it. Oh my gosh, I said it like a week ago on the live. Oh, I can't think of the name at the moment. Oh my gosh, I need more coffee. That's a really cool flash on it though. Look at that. Sparkle, sparkle. That'll be a cool macro shot later in higher definition. And when I can think of the dang name. Yeah, I know the name of it too, George. I just can't think of it. No, it's like, I think it's in the same family, Jeff. But it's, I don't know why I want to say something with a K. Kyanite is what popped up into my head at first, but that's just not right. I don't think that's right. Oh, come here, you slippery little thing. I liked your little bands. Look at those little things. Little tiny bands. The babiest little bands. Wee little things. Little jaspery bit. Slippery thing. See, koalinite is the white powder. What is kyanite? I don't know why that keeps popping in my head. What are you? Oh, that's definitely got some light coming through. Kind of reddish light. Okay, let me grab a flashlight for backlight here real quick. Oh, I thought it was sitting right here. Dang it. Just kidding. I don't know where I put it. Oh, I move things around too much. Probably stuck it in a box while I was playing with these things. Oh yeah, Geo, you should get... No, Slim, I have not done... There's... All the gold is in here. There's still lots of little tiny gemmy bits. Weird little yellow things. Lots to go through in here. So, I'm probably not going to get to the actual dirt on this live. I mentioned just because I haven't eaten yet. I just want to get on, do a little coffee and rocks for just a little bit. Oop. Got into the panning mood, still had the stuff out from last night doing it live. So this is more of that, whatever that stone is with the blue shimmer at the one angle. Huh. And it's a sheeted. Looks like it's got a pretty flat plane of cleavage. Very optical, but layered. And it's got this effect. When you look perpendicular to the plane of cleavage, you get an opalescent glow effect. I wonder if with that I can narrow down what this is in my books. What kind of gemstone that might be. Interesting. Huh. This is the one I wanted a backlight for, but I'll just have to pop this light down to show you. It's very red. Chunk of garnet. I think maybe like the green one, they were tumbled garnets. Sitting there playing with your rock kit you got. Ooh, that's got a nice kind of sunstone look to it. Oh yeah, I think that's a little sunstone. Look at you. Oop. That sure is a pretty stone. Fairly high refractive index, but it gets that cool color play when you turn them. That's a pretty one. I don't know if it's, I mean, get a really small stone out of trying to facet that because it's got a pretty thin middle section. I'll get that wet. That looks like something interesting. Or not. It's a ball of schist. Or something. Looks similar to that. I don't know. Yeah, it is a wild little piece. That's a nice little... For a minute, I was like, I'll ask Karen if it's something that's worth faceting. And then remembering her showing her stash of sunstones the other day. She has so many sunstones. It is crazy. Huh. Can't tell if that's just an iron-stained crystal chunk. So, how's everyone doing this morning? Who else we got in chat? I see 9 now, but I think only like 5 or 6 people have said something. Because when I click, it shows me... Well, no one's chatted frequently enough. It literally says only Slim and Geo are current participants in the chat. Oh, I skipped right over this guy. That's right, this little opal. That's definitely a little opal nodule. Explain schist. Ah, yes. So it is a metamorphic rock. So I just dip this in water. It's going to start soaking up some of that water. This is a hydrophane opal, meaning it'll absorb water. I want to see if it had some color in there. So schist, it has a wide range. And technically, not everything we call schist is really on the schist scale. It's more towards the gneiss scale, or gneiss scale. And that's why people say like nice schist. But it's this metamorphic material, often made of mica. And when it undergoes more pressure and heat in a deeper setting, it becomes more tightly formed and packed together. And you don't have to worry about as much breaking off on you. You can see it's leaving glitter on me. And the more underformed it is at, closer to the surface and not as hot of temperatures and pressure, it will form a much looser material that breaks apart. So when you get the big chunks of mica, like at Graves Mountain and stuff, that are full of the garnets, it'll be very loose because it wasn't, didn't undergo heavy metamorphic change. It also depends on the chemicals and rocks that are present when it forms, but it is silica, mostly silica mix that just, gets pressurized and smashed and mixed at a deep pressure and later brought up through whatever geological processes and exposed. But it forms underground through a metamorphic process. It's not a lava rock, it is not a sedimentary rock. So it doesn't come from volcanoes, and it doesn't come from, like, how sandstone forms on the bottom of oceans. It's a compressed, metamorphized mica. Mica silica sheeting. Mica compressed together with silicates to make more stable rocks. And it's a pain in the butt when you're gold panning. Really flashy, and it floats all over the place. Hopefully I answered whatever you were looking for there. If not, we can also get out my book. This is coffee and rocks time. And we're about done picking through all this big stuff, I think, so we can get out my books and read what they have to say on schist. Or aka gneiss, nice, mica schist. But there's just a grade and a range depending on how solid it is and its content of mica and other minerals as to what we would actually like scientifically classify it as. As with most rocks, we use a general term and people just say schist. Is that? No, okay. So we'll get this wet and see if anything pops. Dry it off. Dry off the bottom of the pan. Good enough. Yeah, it's just a metamorphic compressed rock. Garnets form in schist. Because while the schist is being formed under extreme deep pressures, the minerals that are present to form garnets will concentrate, and a seed will form and a crystal will start to grow. And in a lot of schist, you can see flowy, weird, moving textures. Things get weird and crazy when they're deep in the earth. When you're talking about how crystals and rocks form, here's a good example. So this shows the stresses. You can almost imagine, right? A huge layer in the earth of slightly what we call plastic rock. The plasticity is when rocks and minerals are heated so hot that they move like a plastic, not quite a fluid, not a solid. You know, there's a plasticity to them, and they have a flow. And as they come up to higher depths or the heat dissipates or whatever, the remnants of that flow and the pattern and the stresses are left over in things like metamorphic rocks. You can see that stress pattern here indicated by the little, different marks. That's not weather wearing, that's not water wear. That's just the layers in the mica are indicative of like the soup that was being built, the mica soup. Think of like a fossilized, petrified soup of stone that leaves behind these stripy layers, big old stripy layers of stuff. And then there's concentrations of heavier minerals that gather up together. And because the rock is plastic-like, a semi-fluid, it can allow for crystals to grow and push away. And actually, like, you almost are like, wow, how did that garnet form so perfectly? And then the rock around it is the same shape. And it's like, because literally as the crystal's growing, it's pushing up against the super hot rock and allowing itself to grow outward and maintain that perfect shape, but being a piece of schist. But as it comes up to the surface, it stops growing. That garnet stops growing out. The schist stops being plastic-like and being able to be malleable and formed. Yeah, geology's nuts. I love it. This is why I'm going to school for geology. I find it fascinating. It's like, you learn these things and you're like, just what? Thinking of rocks and things we think of to be completely solid, any type of rock. You think of the hardest rock you can imagine and just send it not even that deep into the earth and it quickly becomes flowing. Send it even deeper into the earth, it becomes a liquid. Like, you're like, oh yeah, well, crystals don't melt. Oh, they will. You get them deep enough and hot enough, even your crystals are going to melt. That quartz will turn right back into a liquid glass, and then whatever, molten, mix back into the magma and all that. Yeah, wild. Anywho, I did say I'd grab out the books, I guess just for fun. I'll grab the books, and we'll look at what they say about nice mica schist. Got a headache, but can't stop working. Ah, sorry, LXR, that sucks. Let's see what I missed. Nothing. Okay, cool. Sodal. Oh, that's right. I'm not on live chat on my phone, but not busy enough this morning that it'll matter. We only need the live chat when it's super busy. Yeah, LXR, I'm not sure if you were here when I mentioned I got the early invitation to the partner program. So I got to apply this morning, not for monetizing my videos, but for getting channel memberships and super chats. And by the time my application goes through, I'll probably have the 4,000 watch hours to get the full monetization anyway. I think it's just the one application. I don't have to submit a new one, so just kind of gonna expedite all that, hopefully. All right, let me grab the book. Ooh, pardon me. All right, reading time. Yeah, that's what I got and applied for today, Slim, was you need 500 plus 3,000 watch hours. And you get the shop deal or whatever, but it also includes, the super chat and the channel membership. So let's see. There we go. So, types of metamorphism. So, when we get right into it, and you start talking about schists, there's schist and there's mica schist. And it all has to do with the amount of pressure. So really low pressure to no pressure at all is how you get your conglomerate sandstone fossils. All of your crinoids and seashell fossils and stuff you get, the death plates, these are all in the no pressure to extremely low pressure zones. Once you get to even low pressure to medium pressure, but especially even like the higher low pressures, this book's not very specific, but to even low pressure, those shells break down almost immediately, all the fossils break down, and you get shale rock. And in shale stone, you can still sometimes occasionally find small fossils, a few like bone, usually it's only bone things that survive. So that's why we get the fish fossils in the shale stone. Everything else like this breaks down, but the fish bones were all that really lingered in the shale, or sometimes dinosaur bones. But that would have been in a sandstone that got pressurized only slightly. Once you move past the low pressure, you lose everything, all your fossils. Dinosaurs, fish, it's all kind of gone. You get to that moderate pressure zone and everything starts, like I said, becoming that almost not quite plastic, but like it gets right to that zone where things actually start moving and the rock does start semi-moving around. But when you get to high pressure, it's full plasticity. Rocks separate into layers by density, and that's how schist. So schist is kind of just mixed. Gneiss is when it's got the visible layers and lines because it went under the highest pressure. So that's why I was saying we tend to call things schist when they're actually gneiss. We often say mica schist when it's nice, and I'm saying gneiss because it's spelled like that, but it is nice. Spelled, you say it like N-I-S or N-I-C-E, nice. But yeah, under that high pressure, the layers can actually form because the different minerals can move around and group together. Just like the science experiments you might have done as a kid where you'd put oil, water, vinegar, and color them and put them in a jar and see the different layers they'll separate into. Under high pressure and temperatures, rocks will do the same thing. But yeah, all those are the same stone. It's all kind of like just what happens to the shale stone. Shale becomes slate, becomes schist, becomes gneiss. Got half the watch hours, Slim. Nice, not bad. Hey, I'll keep watching, man. Whenever you're live, I just put it on in the background. I may tune out and do other things, but like yesterday, I just left it going in the background and I went off and kept doing my stuff. Actually getting into mineral study late, not retaining it, getting more confused by identification in all my rocks. Hey, best thing you can do, man, is you just get these books and the first like 50 pages or so in them are all just that information, and just read a little bit day by day and just read the basics of the geology. The more you read, the more you realize it can be really basic. You can break everything down into 3 types of rock: igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary. Then you can add an extraterrestrial, but even extraterrestrial are formed under one of those principles in some way or another. So, igneous is anything that comes out of a volcano. Metamorphic is what we just talked about, anything that it could have been sedimentary or it could have been igneous, but it was pushed deep into the earth and underwent any sort of change from heat and pressure and then was re-exposed, and we see it underwent a change. So that's metamorphic. And sedimentary is just, like lake beds or petrified sand dunes and stuff that just solidifies over a lot of time and doesn't even need to go under like deep pressure or heat. It's just the bottom of a lake. There is pressure, but it just cements together with usually chemical. So the difference is metamorphic undergoes pressure changes, sedimentary undergoes chemical changes, where like limestone forms a cement layer. Limes and calcites cement together. So when you realize everything can be pretty much broken down into one of those 3 things, and then minerals grow in those various things, minerals being crystals and such, like I don't know, it slowly gets more and more complicated, but doesn't have to be. Igneous rock stuff. I don't know. We talked a little bit about metamorphic today. Maybe next Coffee and Rocks we'll talk about igneous. and how some really, really cool crystals form in the igneous rocks. But I think for now I might go have breakfast and call it there. See, flip this around, see if I missed anything else in chat, and yeah. Be back in just a little while. I'm gonna clean all this up, get rid of this mess. I may or may not pan this dirt out live today. I may do it off of a live and just put a little video out showing the results. Not totally sure. But either way, I'll be live today for a live sale. Kyle's not going live, World of Rockhounds. He had made a post that he's not going live and messaged me. So I'm going to be live for a while today. I don't have any DoorDash shifts. Tuesdays kind of suck for DoorDash. And yeah, we're trying to get those hours up and just hang out, have a good time. So I'm gonna have to reset up for a live sell here after I have breakfast, take the dogs on a walk. Can't say that too loud. But yeah, do that, and I've got a few more packages to take to the post office. Some people's stuff went out yesterday. The rest of people who wanted their stuff is going out today. So after I go to the post office, I will then eventually go live. I don't know what time. It's not going to be in like just an hour or two. It's going to be a little while because I got a few things to do and get about my day. But then we'll be live through a bunch of the evening since Kyle won't be. We'll probably do a live before I go to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym, have dinner, and then we'll do another live. So maybe a 2-part sale, something later. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and hey, there's Tyler. Right as I'm saying bye, Slim's saying bye, we're all saying bye. People are dropping out. You're so late, Tyler. We're just hitting an hour or 57 minutes. I was just playing with some more dirt today from Banshee mining. I was sitting here picking through some Paydirt. There was some rough rubies, silver. There's rubies right there. Look at those little beautiful rubies. They glow, like they really pop in the black light too. Look at that ruby red popping. Right in the middle there. Anyway, yeah, some opals, all sorts of things. Gold, silver, copper. Yeah, but gonna go do all those things like I mentioned, and yeah, we'll be back in a while, a few hours. I'm not putting a time frame on it now. I will try and make a post, put it up so there's like a 30-minute warning. I'll go put a little post up later once I think I'm about ready, and that way everyone will get a notification. And yeah, we'll go live, and I will see y'all then. Have a great day. Take care. Take care, y'all.